Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my 1 week update for Henleigh and my 1 week postpartum update for myself. As you can see, Henleigh is sleeping, and that is pretty much what she does the majority of the time if she's not nursing or pooping. So far, she has been a really good baby, and I always want to knock on wood when I say that because I'm just waiting for it to blow up in my face. But all she does is eat, sleep, and poop, and she hardly ever cries. She just like whines here and there, and she just lets us know if she's uncomfortable. She doesn't even really cry when she's hungry unless it takes me a while to get to her. If I'm busy with something else, then after a while she'll start crying. But really, she'll just give us like the hunger cues, or she'll whine or whatever. But she is just the most peaceful baby I've ever seen. She eats really well. She was a rock star breastfeeder from the beginning. She latched on right away. I did not have to direct her very much at all, and I really haven't had to give her much direction at all. She's shown no signs of food intolerances or reflux, which was something that I dealt with Zoe. Zoe had a dairy intolerance, and she also had reflux really bad whenever she was a newborn. It's like night and day between what I'm dealing with her and what I dealt with Zoe. So I had Henleigh on Sunday, and we had her home by Monday because she didn't have any issues. She passed all of her newborn screenings with flying colors, and she was just super healthy, and I was super healthy, and they discharged us after just 24 hours of being in the hospital. So we got home on Monday, and she started really smiling on Wednesday, and I know that that's probably just a newborn reflex, like not a real smile, but I swear she has smiled so many times since Wednesday. I almost wonder if it's a real smile because she's just done it so much. And like I mentioned before, Zoe was just always so upset. Zoe didn't smile until like way later. Definitely not in the first week of being home. No, I keep comparing her to Zoe, and I guess that's just because that's really all I remember. I remember Lilia being a newborn, but that was like 7 years ago almost, and she was more of just like a typical newborn, I guess. She wasn't super fussy, and she also wasn't super calm either. She definitely cried. She let us know when something was wrong. So this is just like my absolute calmest baby that I've ever had. She sleeps better than my other two did at this age, but she does still wake up at least twice a night. Last night, she slept for the longest stretch of 4 hours and 30 minutes, and that was amazing for me because I don't think that I got that much sleep with a newborn with either of my other two. So she's not one of those newborns that I just brought home and she's just sleeping through the night automatically, but she definitely just will wake up whenever she's hungry, and she'll nurse. I'll change her if she needs to be changed, and then she is done, and I just lay her back down and she sleeps for another stretch, and then she'll wake up and do it all over again. So that's really all I have to update on Henleigh. She's just a very basic newborn, nothing too crazy going on. As far as myself goes, breastfeeding is going really well so far. I'm really not that sore, maybe just a little bit, but not nearly as much as I had expected. And like I said, she's doing really well with it, so I don't have any complaints really as far as that goes. Oh. But it is seeming to take up like 80% of my time, especially because the last 2 days she was totally cluster feeding really bad. Like, I felt like I was just constantly nursing, and anytime I would try to get up and do something productive, she would wake up and want to nurse again. So really my only complaint about the breastfeeding is just that it can be pretty time consuming, especially whenever you have 2 other little ones that you have to get to school or just chase around the house or whatever. I'm definitely pretty sleep deprived. I don't really get to sleep when baby sleeps, simply because I have 2 other kids to take care of. You can definitely do that with your firstborn, but once you start adding on more kids, it gets harder to sleep when the baby sleeps. You don't really get much sleep. My hormones and emotions have definitely been going crazy this week. It's gotten a lot better now, but especially whenever I just got home from the hospital, I could not stop crying. And not because I was like sad. It wasn't like postpartum depression, and I haven't experienced any postpartum depression, but it was just like a whirlwind of emotions, just so much joy to think about the wonderful labor and delivery experience I had. And if you haven't seen my labor and delivery vlog, I will link both the birth vlog and my labor and delivery story down below, and I'll also link it up here for you guys. But I just had such a wonderful birth experience, and I felt like doing it all natural without the epidural really helped me to have a better connection with my newborn and even with my older kids. I just had so much love in my heart for my children that it was just making me cry. And I cried so much whenever I first got home. I felt like I was just crying nonstop. And I've had just so many thoughts going through my head about kind of feeling like I got robbed with my other 2 birth experiences for choosing to have an epidural. It just was not the same experience at all, and it's just more of a haze in my mind than my experience was this time, and that's made me really emotional. I'm still kind of struggling to find a new routine with 3 kids. It's definitely just go, go, go all the time, and I have had a few meltdowns, I guess you could say, just moments where I feel so overwhelmed and I maybe lose my patience a little bit, and I'm not proud of it, but it's just kind of hectic having this many kids. And I also have 2 dogs, which are still adjusting to having another baby in the house. My oldest dog has been super protective of her, and the youngest one is just kind of confused because he was the baby in the house not that long ago. We just adopted him, and now all of a sudden I have another baby, and he's still adjusting to that as well. He's kind of acting out a little bit, and Zoe's acting out a little bit as well. Not so much like, I don't think she's jealous, because she absolutely adores Henleigh. Like, she just wants to hold her constantly, and she's just doting over her all the time. But I do think that she's acting out a little bit because she's noticed that she's not quite so much the center of attention anymore. And she wasn't an only child, but Lilia's much older and she's at school a lot of the time, and I also co-parent with her dad, so she goes back and forth between houses. So Zoe was a semi-only child, I guess you could say, and then now we have another baby in the house that is taking up not a whole lot of my time at this point, but definitely a good portion of my time. And so it's just an adjustment for everybody, really. And I'm still trying to figure out a new routine, and this week was especially hard for me because I've just been struggling between wanting to do my hair and do my makeup and feel like an actual person, and wanting to just totally soak in this first week and not miss any moment with any of my kids. I haven't been super happy with my diet this week. I kind of have just been eating whatever is convenient to me. I never know how much of a time frame that I actually have in the kitchen, so I haven't really tackled on anything super difficult just yet. I've just been honestly doing a lot of like Stouffer's, lasagnas, and oven pizzas, and just whatever I can just throw together really quickly. And I've been feeling a little bit guilty about the things that I've been eating. That being said, I did lose 20 pounds right after I had her, so that felt really good. And I'm not too unhappy with my postpartum body. And I am gonna show you guys my 1 week postpartum belly. She's stirring so much. But I've just been trying to eat when I can and eat whatever's available to me. And my appetite has gone down a little bit too, but I am so thirsty all the time. And I know that's because I'm breastfeeding, but I always have to have some kind of beverage. Usually it's water, but I have to have something at all times or I am just dying of thirst. I definitely can't wait to get back into clean eating and going to the gym and just starting to feel more like myself again. I feel like I've been pregnant for so long and I just really can't wait to just be my own person and not just, you know, a vessel. I think that's all that I have to update you guys on right now. Yeah, it's just really hectic and crazy over here. I really can't complain though. She is such a good baby and she's been the perfect addition to our already crazy family. She's just super low maintenance and super sweet and everybody just adores her. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lay her down so that I can show you guys my belly 1 week postpartum after my 3rd pregnancy. Okay, so your shirt down. The shirt's pretty loose, so I think I definitely prefer to wear loose fitting shirts right now. Here's this shirt up. It's really not too bad for having 3 kids. And like I said, I haven't been watching my diet very much at all. Alright guys, that is it for my 1 week postpartum update. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to continue following our growing family. Now you open your eyes. Hello. Oh, look. Say hello. Say, I'm hungry, Mama. Say, I'm hungry. Oh my goodness. Did you just wake up? Good morning, Starshine. Alright guys, don't forget to follow us on social media. I will have my Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat links down below in the description. And other than that, I will see you all for my next video. Bye guys!